on the beat.
I see Mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the kneel for grave when my youth day, Papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Pekin don't fall, now watch up, I'm raw. This self they shake my hand, no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today I just we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know, babe.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she no sabi this woe. I beg, my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try, yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts, we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try, yo.
Back up joins with the trembling, oh hey. If we no join now, our children go so
Which way we they go now? Leader them maddest people they fight guy. From BRG to USB, Wahala no the rest. Which way Biafra? Which way we they go now? Leader them maddest people they fight guy. From BRG to USB, Wahala no the rest. Big onu, oh. Please, please, oh. No be your Igbo divide us. Now we do amo. Big onu, oh. We dey form soldier, but we still dey be for them carry canoe go, we turn enemy. Simon open mouth, them start to judge his speech. Telegram full of war, no love at all. One side say autopilot, one say delete them all. But the blood where we shed, you know they flow backward. USB rise, but ego they break what? We get banner, we get flag, but every corner, now tribal drive. Big onu, oh. Which way now, which way, oh. No be your Igbo divide us. Now we do amo. Talk true now. Big onu, oh. Biafra get the dream, but I hate it, they slow and go. Unity no get duplicate, no try fake am. You dey form freedom fighter, but you dey hate am. USB no be juju, now we go build am. Stop to cause, make we raise nation. Which way Biafra? Which way we they go now? Leader them maddest people they fight guy. From Breji to USB, Wahala no the rest. Big onu, oh. Which way now, which way, oh. No be your Igbo divide us. Now we do amo. Talk true now. Big onu, oh. Big onu, oh. Biafra get the dream, but I hate it, they slow and go. And we get a leader, them carry. We get a soldier, them jail. We get youths, them divide. Still we rise, USB worldwide. Which way Biafra? Which way we do go now? Bigger them honest people they fight high. From G to USB, Wahala no the rest. Big onu, oh. Which way now, which way, oh. No be your Igbo divide us. Now we do amo. Talk true now. Big onu, oh. Big onu, oh. Biafra get a dream, but I hate it, they slow and go.
is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about one lady girl. Polly they go to work. Polly they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Opposite Udi. But the right hand the side. Along Gusukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. Driver waiting they happen. Driver tell the Palibai. See no day for talk. See no day for talk. It better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. Driver waiting. Driver waiting. This is my wicked word. This is my confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about one lady girl. Polly they go to work. Polly they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. Wherever they go. Opposite Udi. But the right hand the side. Along Gusukudu Road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen.
the very oldest language on the face of this very earth. Chukwu okike abịa mapụrụ m ihe niile, Chineke na onye ndị nsọ na-efe wee na-akpụ isi ala nye onye anyị na-agọzi aha nsọ ya mgbe niile, onye anyị na-aja mma wee na-eto anyị enweghị iche ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị anaghị efe arụsị, ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onweghị onye kere ya. Ọ bụ ya mere ndị Igbo ji wee na-etu gị ebighị ebi. Ndị nsọ na-agba oche eze gị okirikiri ha na-akpụ isi ala nye gị, ọbụladị ndị okenye oru 2 na 4 bụ ndị na-atụ mkpọ ọla edo na ala ha niile si na ịdị nsọ Chineke nna nke igwe. N'ụtụtụ a, ehihie, abalị, n'ụwa niile bụ ebe ụmụ gị gbasasịrị ka ụkpaka nna nke ebere dị ngọzi ka anyị na-akpọkọta ha eze ebube onye ime eluigwe wee na-arịọ gị mma gị na ebere gị amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị nọ. Anyị wee na-arịọ ka iru gị wee chaa n'ebe anyị nọ. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị eze ebube dị ngọzi ka igwe tinye ọgbaghara n'etiti ndị iro, ka ha rabụ ndị kụziri ka ha wee megide anyị onye nwe m na Chineke nna dị nsọ, ka aka nsị ndị dị etu a wee baa ha ọnụ, ije obodo ekwensu bụ zuu wee laa ya n'iyi. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị onye na-adịgide ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, biko nụ ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee bịa ọsọ ọsọ nna nke ebere na ụmụ gị atakwala n'ahụhụ. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị ka iwe na anyị ezi echiche na amamihe, mmekọrịta nwanne na nwanne ịdị n'otu ọganiru, ịhụnanya nke pụrụ iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna, ka iwe etinye ụmụ gị ezi mmụọ nke eziokwu ma wezụga anyị aka ajọ ihe n'ime ndụ anyị nna nke ebere dị ngọzi. Ka ọ ga-abụ na ikpeta mazị na Biafra ga-abịa, anyị ga-aja gị mma wee too gị wee gọzie aha nsọ gị, kpụ isi ala nye gị, bulie aha nsọ gị elu site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi ka a na-arịọ gị ise ise ise. This very morning, all of you, I believe that those who are watching know who we are and why we do what we do. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet Earth, the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, and by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, Chukwu Okike Abia Mapụrụ m ihe niile, servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. We are live and we are direct this very morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are. And we start this very day by making it abundantly clear that the greatest enemy of a black man is the way that we reason. If not that the way we reason is very, very abhorrent, there is no need or reason why we should be suffering and complaining every blessed day without the courage to do something about it. Today we are making it known to the whole world that the Muslim extremist dictatorship masquerading as a secular democratic government must be demolished. It must be demolished for you to survive. They have to be demolished. If you do not demolish them, your lives will end very, very miserably. I assure you. I assure you. The zoo is on its knees. Everybody knows that the zoo called Nigeria is on its knees. Who doesn't know that? Everybody knows. Nothing is functioning. You are all aware of it. When they say go and register for NIM or whatever, NIN or whatever rubbish is called, all of you trooped out without legislation, without any laws. Fulani can control you however they like. Once they announce it, Yoruba newspapers very foolishly and stupidly will support them because they want Tinubu as the president. And you are all dying every blessed day. You are all dying every day. Had you people risen up to say that what is happening in Nigeria is bad, there is no way that Fashoranti's daughter will not be alive today. That is the price you pay for duplicity. That is the price you pay for treachery. That is the price you will continue to pay until you rise up and say enough is enough. It is up to you to do it. You did it during NSAS. You can do it again. Can you imagine Fulani people telling you, if you remove Fulanis from Yoruba forest, imagine Fulani telling you, if you remove them from your ancestral lands, there will be war, and you are panicking. And you have not asked yourself, why are they not saying the same thing about the East? Why did they not say to Eastern Security Network? Why did they not say to me, if you don't stop evacuating Fulani terrorists from the forest, there will be war? Because they know. They understand psychologically that you don't have what it takes to resist them. Do you know why Borno State is still alive? Why you still have the Kanuri people in Borno today? Was because they resisted the Fulani centuries ago. You have to go back to history to understand how Nigeria came into existence. Fulani has been expanding from day one, from Senegambia. All the way from Senegambia, they've been expanding, and now they are in Okigwe. All the way from Senegambia. They are now in Okigwe. And you're asking us to somehow fold our hands and keep quiet because of 2023, because one idiot is going to come out to become a president, because of that rubbish, because of that nonsensical notion, we should fold our hands and wait until we are overrun by the Janjaweed from the Sahel. Is that how reasonable people think? Is that how people that wish to survive as a race, is that how they reason? It is very, very shocking that some of you do not understand what the Fulanis have in store for you. Very, very soon it is going to happen. And when it happens, your eyes will clear. And about whom you will see it very clearly. I was warning you. In 2014, 2015, 2016, they said he's a warmonger. He's a warmongering. I went to America and I told World Igbo Congress that this war you are avoiding is going to come to your villages. They said, no, it's not going to happen. What is happening today? When Yoruba was supporting the dead idiot called Buhari, did I not warn them that this evil you're supporting will consume you? They never listened. They never wanted to listen. IPOB is a terrorist group. You're trying to divide Nigeria. But Mietiana is not. People that you are calling bandits, have you heard anybody come out to say, please, Buhari, since presidency is there defending terrorists in the forest, why don't you proscribe them? No, you cannot proscribe a Fulani group. Never. And all of you, we are supporting evil. When there is the proscribed IPOB, proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. These are Yoruba journalists writing junk. Every day they keep writing rubbish. But their land is under siege. Their land is under siege. And the Fulani will take it. It don't take time. So I am here today to encourage them that they must stand tall and be very strong, resolute. That is what Fulani does. They control the media. They have well-paid consultants all over the world doing their bidding for them. They have that woman at UN trying to lobby the world that everything is okay in the zoo called Nigeria. But you and I know that the zoo is not okay. You and I know the game plan of the Fulani. And what are you doing about it? Nothing. Every day you read, you lament, you complain. Every day you read, you lament. And that's all you do. That is all you do. You read, you lament, you complain, you do nothing about it. Your lives are being taken away from you. Your forests are being occupied. Your mothers are being raped. Your daughters are being abducted. And the whole national government, presidency, is supporting such people. And you're telling me that Nigeria is viably sustainable. Is that what you're telling me? That somehow this contraption is sustainable, it is viable. It can never be. Because the more you stay in one Nigeria, the more you are inviting the Fulanis to take over your ancestral lands, to take over your villages, and to make life a misery for you. That is the end game. That is the outcome. If you doubt me, go and do a bit of research. Ask yourself, who are the Hausa people? Who are the Nupe people? Who are the Bachama people? All of these people were steamrolled by the Fulani march to the Atlantic Ocean. And now they're in Yoruba land. They're in their forests. They are in their forests. And who is going to drive them away from there? If not the Yoruba youths. Forget about your useless governors. Your elders are very strong. I love Yoruba elders. The way they behave, the way they talk. Very, very strong. They said they support Akeredolu. This is the governor of Ondo State. They support him in what he's doing. People must come out to say that enough is enough. When you travel to the north, do you live in the forest in the north? The Igbo people are in Sabongeri in Kanu. Are they living of course it's Hausa land, are they living in the forest? They came to the town, they work very hard, they build houses, they build mansions, they develop the entire place. Is that not what they do? What are Fulani people doing in our forest? Nobody can answer that question. They say that they're pastoralists. I want some of you have had your breakfast this morning. Please go to your fridge or go to where you keep your beverages and you will see pig milk. Pig. Some of us were raised on pig milk. For how many years now? And you keep asking yourself, what is pig milk? Pig milk is the same milk that the cows produce in Holland can be produced in the zoo. Tell me the country in the world aspiring to be a member of the UN Security Council where you move cattle from place to place. Are you people well at all? You so called Nigerians, are you normal in the brain? I'm asking you a simple question. Show me a country that aspires to be in the 21st century moving cattle from place to place, telling me they're grazing. Which country is that? Please tell me. All of you don't have any shame. When you have people, an entire presidency coming out to defend a very primitive, archaic agricultural practice, then you know you embrace serious mess. You are in one almighty trouble, I'm telling you. You people are in a mess. The Holland that you get your pig milk from, do they move cattle from Rotterdam to Amsterdam? I'm asking you a simple question. But they produce the pig milk that you're drinking every blessed day. Why can't Fulani produce pig milk in Sokoto? Why can't they produce carnation milk in Kano? They have the cattle. Before the white man came, did you see any Fulani in your forest? All these people talking rubbish about movement of cattle and movement of... I'm asking you, before Britain came and handed over Nigeria to Fulani, ask your grandfathers, please, or your grandmothers. Ask them. All this nonsense we are hearing today in this so-called one, I want to tell you the dangers of one Nigeria. All this nonsense you're hearing today about one Nigeria, Fulani in our forest, Fulani in our village. Before the white man came, did you see Fulani moving their cattle all over the place? Did we not have meat to eat? They will answer these questions for you. Because sometimes in Africa, we don't reason very well. The way we reason is this jaundiced, it is disjointed. I can't understand for the life of me why, instead of them to waste all that money arming and equipping this Janjaweed army Mihetiala to come and conquer you and I, why don't they open a milk factory somewhere in the north and bring the milk down south? I'm sure Southerners will buy it. After all, pig milk comes all the way from Holland. Pig milk all the way from Holland. Now you understand it. Because of the way you people reason. Why can't you produce? Is it difficult to produce milk? The same milk that comes out naturally from the udder of the cow. Why can't you can it somewhere, pasteurize it, and send it to people to eat, to drink, or to do whatever with? All over the world, that is what is happening. In fact, they produce so much milk in Europe that they pour it away. Why can't you do the same thing? A whole president claiming they are in the 21st century are supporting a very primitive practice of moving cattle from place to... All of you, you're not ashamed of yourselves. You have no shame. As somebody will say, your shame is shaming me. I'm telling you, you people from the zoo, I'm ashamed of your ignorance and stupidity. You people are hopeless, completely hopeless. One day now, one idiot to come and say, we are intellectuals. And you're moving cattle from Kafanchan to Ahoda. You are intellectuals. You are intellectualizing. You are in the 21st century, you are moving cattle, driving cattle, Nama, from over 300 miles. It's claiming Yoruba forest is a place for you to be in. You want to relax, Yoruba forest is every Nigerian is free to live anywhere. And do their business anywhere, yes? But when an Igbo man tries to sell beer in Kano, you destroy it. You destroy their businesses, you destroy their hotels, but you can come down to the south and live anywhere you like and graze anywhere you like. And you're telling me that is a country, that is one Nigeria for you?
The way South Africa got liberation from the apartheid regime is not the same thing we're going to do. I want to inform you that the way Sudan got disintegrated is not the same thing we are going to do. I want you to understand that the way Ambazonia started fighting their own is not the way we are going to do our own. I want you to understand that the way Eritrea, Tigray, or Ethiopia, and all of them are doing their own is not the way we are going to do our own. We are different from different culture, And Nigeria is completely a different country. The contraption of Nigeria is different from others. And we have been able to research to know the best way to disintegrate Nigeria. And let me tell you, there are many things we are not going to make public. This is just one of the plan. This one will never fail. We are going to add the A, B, C to Z. There is plan A, B, C to Z. And if care is not taken, we are going to apply all the plan at the same time. Because Nigeria don't need to have mess. We don't need to mess. We don't need to have mercy on this evil contraption called Nigeria. The country that have killed millions of Biafra people to maintain one Nigeria. But I want to assure you people today that after this generation of Biafra, after this new generation, after this generation, anybody that had something to do with Nigeria will know that Biafra really have men. And this generation, that our brain is very, very hot. I want to inform you today that by the time we succeed in stopping election in Biafra land, we are going to instigate the governors against Nigeria. This is a nature. It is something that you can never avoid it. By the time we stop the election, we are going to instigate them against each other. Governors will fight the government. Senators will fight the government. They have no choice because they are going to be left alone with us in Biafra land. Those who will succeed in flying away to Abuja to stay, they will enjoy it for a while. And there in Abuja, the Fulanis will deal with them. Because you know what? They're going to be saying, you are all there. And these people have come to take over Biafra. And you people are not talking. They will finish them. But we know Fulani very well. They will finish them in Abuja. Some of them may, some of them may flee outside Nigeria. For how long? You are going to be in exile. We are not in exile. We did not flee. We live here. And the reason why we live here is because of this day that we are into now. Because of today. Because God positioned us where we are today. We did not flee. We did not flee to exile. We moved where we are and where we are living today. Some of you will leave Nigeria and you will run to exile. What I'm explaining today is because of, we need to explain certain things for you people to know why we are doing what we are doing. So anybody that is kicking against this plan should not be part of your group. Anybody that is kicking against this plan should not be part of your group. Anybody that, what they tell you before is that, release, let us support P2B. P2B will get Biafra. That is the dumbest thing I have heard. Very dumb. Very dumb reasoning. Again, they tell you, P2B will release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Another dumb thing. You know why we never listen to them is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not commit any crime. If you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu commit crime, what I'm doing, is it a crime? It's not a crime. And I don't blame Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because the people that joined him when he was calling for people to come and join Biafra, he didn't select them. This criminal just came because they have found opportunity to make a living. That is why today they have tried everything to instigate the government to do something against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Everything I have done, they say is a crime. Meanwhile, I know that I am not committing a crime. That what I'm doing is what any man can do for the freedom of his people. But the people are saying that what I'm doing is a crime. And it is exactly what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done, which I know is not a crime. And when you listen to these people, they will tell you, oh, I want to turn IPOB to a terrorist organization. As if I am not the one that is preaching this gospel. So you think if IPOB is a terrorist organization, I am exempted? But I know my right. And that's my right. I'm going to stick on it. Like I have said before, Nigeria continue to demonstrate that Nigeria is a lawless country. And
welcome. Thank you for joining us on this morning section. I appreciate everyone that has connected wherever you are connecting us from. I thank you for being part of the program. Please kindly like and share the program to all platforms. Share to family and friends. Share to those who are close to you. Invite people to join as you join us. I appreciate those who are watching us through the TikTok and those who are watching on Facebook and those who are with me on the Biafra channel where I'm hosting the program. I appreciate you. I thank my beloved sister Linda TV show. You are always there. And I appreciate Neka for being there also. Thank you so much. Everyone, both those who are commenting and those who are not commenting, I appreciate every one of you. Thank you for joining. For those who are joining us for the very first time or those who are coming across our video for the very first time, I want to remind you that in this platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We don't come here to preach hate. We do not come here to attack individuals or persons. We don't come here for saga. We don't come here for blackmail. We do not come here to stand against any religion or race. What we do in this platform is to present the case of Biafra before the whole world, to debunk all the lies they have told against Biafran people, against our leaders, to expose the secret war that Nigerian government have continued to fight against the Biafran people. That is all we do in this platform, to tell our story the way it is, the truth and nothing but the truth. In the past, they have told our story in their own way. They make people believe falsehood. But we have come to a time when we have decided to take up the challenge and tell our stories. And that is what we are doing today. So wherever you are and you are joining us from, you are welcome. If you have a contribution to make in our program, feel free to send your request. We will bring you in and you make your contributions. All we ask is that when you appear in our platform, make sure you appear in a decent manner. And when you are speaking, speak in a very civil manner. We don't come here to attack anybody. We don't come here to attack any persons. We say things the way they are. It's either you take it or you leave it. We are not forcing you. You are entitled to your opinion. I am entitled to my own opinion. If you have a different line of thought from what I am saying, it is your choice and it's your opinion, and you have the right to express that opinion. And I'm not going to stand against you. At the same time, you must not stand against what I say. In this platform, it is for everybody to air their opinion. It doesn't matter the camp you belong to. I don't care the camp you belong to. I don't care who you support or who you don't support. Whether you're in one Nigerian or whoever you think you are. If you feel you have a superior argument, bring it on. Bring it on. We are here to learn. Nobody is the master of wisdom or master of knowledge. If you have a superior argument, bring it on. We are ready to listen to you and also share views from what you're saying. So we will continue to air our opinion at every given opportunity that we have. So we have come today, as we always do every morning, and today I'm taking a topic which says, "One Nigeria is a lie. How Nigerian demonizes Biafran freedom fighters, Igbo'S, and liberation forces." This is what we are going to discuss today. We are going to talk about it for as much as we can, express ourselves, and say the things we know. As I always say, whatever we say here, nobody is forcing you to accept or believe. It's left for you to go and think about it, think towards it, and then make up your mind either to accept what we said or not. And we also welcome a superior argument. No insult, no abuses. It doesn't matter how angry you are. No matter how angry you are, try as much as possible to control yourself while you are speaking, because the whole world is listening. The Biafran people are listening. When you make your points in a very civil manner, we will understand you and people will buy into whatever you are saying. But when you come in an abusive way, insultive way, nobody's going to pay attention to what you say. So I advise everyone that joins us on this platform, or those who are going to join in time to come, those who want to make contribution, to please do that in a civil manner. That will help every one of us to be able to get to the point where we are heading to. So my fellow Biafrans that have made it to this program, I welcome every one of you once again. And you have seen the topic which we have chosen to discuss today. We are going to dig into it and we are going to speak about it for as much as we can. Every one of us know what is happening. Most importantly, the news that is spreading everywhere. I can see the comment that one of our sister Neka put on the comment section. He said, Okigwe being overrun by Zoo army presently. Say some part of Okigwe being overrun by Zoo army presently. Of course, we know that that will happen. We know that that will happen. When we saw the issue of when we saw them parading and celebrating the news they are posting up and down about Gentle, the attack on the Liberation Army, when we see that, the next thing you will see is they will create an opportunity for them to go in and take innocent life, destroy properties. That is what has already been happening. Each time they move in to conduct all those illegal operations against Biafrans, the next thing they do is to destroy properties and lives. So that information, there's no doubt about it. We know that such will happen. So anybody that is in Okigwe, you must stay safe and be very careful. Every Biafra in Okigwe, more especially men, young women, you must be very, very careful how you move, where you go, and what you do. But we must continue. Whatever news they are circulating that has not been confirmed, because we cannot confirm whatever nonsense they are talking. We have not seen any picture or video evidence in regards to whatever they are saying. And I pray that whatever the news they are carrying is fake. I pray that it is false, because that will be a very big blow to us as Biafrans. If we happen to lose one of our soldiers, it is a very big blow, and we cannot pretend that all is well. It is going to be a very big blow. So we cannot pretend, and whatever is happening, anybody in Okigwe, Biafrans, you must stay safe and be very careful what you do, where you go, and how you conduct your activities out there. So wherever you are watching this program from, I welcome every one of you once again, and we are going to go into the topic of today, which says, one Nigeria is a lie. And we dig deep into how Nigeria demonizes Biafra freedom fighters, the Igbo'S, and the liberation forces. That is the project they have, and they are doing it very, very effectively. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching this program from, I extend my greetings to every one of you. Do not be heartbroken. Stay strong and never give up. All things is going to work for our own good. Lovers of freedom across the world, today, we take on the greatest deception ever sold to our people. the greatest deception sold to our people the fake story of one Nigeria. For decades, they continue to push this fake story of a Nigeria that never exists. There has never been one Nigeria, and there will not be any one Nigeria. The Nigerian state has demonized our Biafra freedom fighters. This is what they do. When you want to kill a dog, you give it a bad name. What transpired today against one of the Liberation Army has been oncoming. They have been pushing their propaganda, blackmails, using fellow Biafrans to push it. They use fellow Biafrans to demonize him in order to be able to do what they did, which we have not yet confirmed. But if it turns out to be true, Chukwu Okike Abiama is going to fight for us, and that will not make us to back down. The Nigerian state has demonized our Biafran freedom fighters for a very long time, branding them criminals. Branding them criminals. While the real oppressors wear suits in Abuja. The real criminals are in Abuja, wearing suits in their government houses and offices. But today, we pull back the curtain. Today, we speak truth. We say it the way it is. The real criminals, who they are. They can continue to demonize, call us different kinds of names, just like they are calling Mazin Nandegano, Mazin Simon Ekpan. Today, a Liberation Army is being blackmailed and said all manner of things, and they threaten to take his life. We will never give up. No matter what you see, no matter what they say, we will never give up. Because in all that we are saying, you must look at the root cause of the problem. The root cause matters. The truth we will continue to tell, and nobody can silence us. You cannot silence us with your fear-monger. You cannot silence us with your blackmail and propaganda. You cannot silence us. They have continued to push this, their lies, this, their deceit. We continue to see it every now and again. They try to make us afraid of talking of our freedom. They want to make you ashamed of demanding for your freedom. That is a project that Nigeria have signed. And they are using your fellow Biafrans to make it happen. They are pushing it heavily on the ground, more especially in Biafra land. They are trying to drive people against us. They want to turn the Biafran people against their own people. And they are doing it with every power, every strength in them. But are we going to chicken away because of that? Of course, we cannot run away because of that. We can never run away because of that. No matter how they do it, their plan, no matter the propaganda they push, we will never run away from the truth. The only mission Nigerian government have is to make sure they make the Biafran people scared of speaking about their own freedom. They want to make you ashamed of asking for your freedom. The manipulative system of Nigeria is something that cannot be overlooked. For decades, Nigeria perfected a system designed not to serve justice or equality, but to silence, marginalize, and oppress the Biafran people. That has been the system. A secret code, which many of them have spoken about, even those who are not Biafran, have revealed it for many decades. Nigeria perfected a system designed not to serve justice or equality, but to silence, to marginalize, and to oppress Biafran people in every arm of governance, from the executive to the legislature, judiciary, and even the security agencies, is weaponized against the Igbo nation, more especially the Igbo'S. The security agencies is weaponized against the Igbo nation. But it is much more disturbing that today, even they are using fellow Igbos against themselves. They have succeeded in creating chaos in Igbo land today. They have created a situation of distrust among brothers and sisters. They have succeeded in creating so many divisions among brothers and sisters. And today they are happy. So it is very easy for them to demonize anybody they want to demonize. Anybody they want to take out and destroy, they demonize you, tag you with different kinds of them. Even your own people, your brothers, will help them to promote that propaganda and lies. They will now hold on it to take you out. And some of you think that when it happened to one person, it's just about that person. It's not just about that person. It's a question of time. If this atrocity does not stop, it will get to everybody. It will get to me. It will get to you. Nobody's going to escape it. So when some of you that see tragedy against your brother and you are rejoicing, you heard that something happened against your brother and you are rejoicing, you don't know what you are doing. You're only rejoicing at your own failure. You're only rejoicing at your own misfortune, which is coming very, very soon. We are in a country where there are so many political manipulations against the Biafran people, more especially the Igbo'S. Key government positions are carefully distributed to ensure the Igbo voice is minimized. It is a planned deal, a strategy, a script written down to make sure that the voice of the Biafran, more especially the Igbo'S, is minimized. While Northerns and Western blocs maintain dominance, laws and policies are passed not to uplift all Nigerians, but to entrench Northern hegemony and keep Biafrans politically irrelevant. They are not just doing it in secret, they did it in the open. The present vice president said it, that they are going to make, by the time they spend 4 years, that they will make the Biafran people, the Igbo'S more especially, irrelevant politically. And that is exactly the project they are chasing and pursuing it. And yet, some of us who are Igbo'S do not care. You join them to demonize your own brother, your own sister. You join them to crucify and persecute your own brother or your sister. We have seen the judicial bias that is going on in the Zoological Republic. The judicial bias is not hidden. It is very, very plain and open. Courts are routinely used as a tool of intimidation against the Biafran people. There are many Biafrans that are languishing in prison for no just cause, for committing no crime. Many are languishing in detention for years. Last time there was a Biafran who was released after 17 years for committing no crime. After 17 years awaiting trial, he was set free. Tell me, how is he going to recover the 17 years he has spent in detention? Simply because he was identified as a Biafran. 17 good years in detention. How can he be able to recover that? After 17 years, he was released without compensation, without an apology. And there you are. You see something happen to your own brother, you are rejoicing. It's just a question of time. It will get to you. While all this intimidation against the Biafran people is happening, the corrupt politicians in Nigeria walk free. Criminal politicians that we saw, both of them, that were, even those that were captured on camera, stealing, they were set free. Biafra agitators are detained without trial. There are some people, I'm talking about 17 years, somebody who was released after 17 years. There are people who have been there for 20 years and more without trial. They detain them indefinitely. Many have died in detention. Not because they committed any crime, just because they are Biafra agitators. Some of them are granted impossible bail condition. They use their judicial bias to grant them impossible bail condition to see that they continue to hold them in perpetuity. Some of them are subjected to endless adjournment. Just like the one you are seeing in the case of Mazen Nandekano, it is 5 years and still counting. Endless adjournment. They continue to adjourn your case, adjourn. Before they adjourn it, before you know it, you will spend 10 years in detention. Justice delayed is justice denied. All these things are what we see. The evil that Nigeria is committed against Biafra. And yet they will come back and preach one Nigeria to you. They will come and tell you to support one Nigeria. They will use somebody like Peter Obi to present him as if he's a saint. That you should come and support politics, support elections, support this. Meanwhile, there is already a written code, a written standard, the way they're going to treat you, which can never change. It doesn't matter who becomes the president. A fraudulent, evil foundation that was made to keep you in perpetual slavery. The evil called one Nigeria is a lie from the pit of hell that whenever you hear one Nigeria, you should be on your heels running. Any genuine Biafra that hears one Nigeria should be on his or her heels running. I don't know why you should be there listening. I don't know why a Biafran will hear one Nigeria and you give them ears. You want to pay attention to hear what they want to say. Even when you know that nothing good is going to come out of the Zoological Republic. Nothing good. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. But yet, you continue to tolerate something that you know is meant to destroy you. You continue to support something that you know is structured against you. They give your brother a bad name to destroy your brother, and you are the first one to clap and praise it. And you think you will be free. You will not be free. You will not be free. The same evil you wish your brother is going to come back to you in a million folds. The judicial bias in Nigeria is unimaginable. Another one will see that proves the one Nigerian lies and the way they demonize the liberation forces of Biafra and the freedom fighters is security operations. Nigerian security forces who should defend citizens are turned into occupation armies in the East. Nigerian security forces who should be defending their citizens are turned into occupation armies in the eastern part of Nigeria. In Biafra land, they occupy our land, they intimidate, they take innocent lives, they destroy lives on daily basis, even as we speak. And some of us applaud them. Just like as they are pushing their rumors of taking the life of one of the soldiers, after demonizing him, calling him different kinds of names, and now they're advertising it, and some of you Biafrans are clapping along with them. I have seen so many voice messages that will be made by Biafrans themselves. I have seen so many write-ups that were made by people who supposedly are Biafrans, and they are happy that their own brother is dead. Their own brother is detained. Their own brother is captured. They are happy. And they say it's just a question of time. One Nigeria will happen to you, and you will understand. Peaceful Biafran rallies are branded as terrorism. Yet, real terrorists in the north are rewarded with amnesty, cash, and reintegration. The real terrorists that we know, that the whole world have named terrorists in the northern part of Nigeria, are rewarded with amnesty. They are rewarded with cash. Every time you hear that they have been reintegrated into the Zoological Republic, either into the army or into the police or into the custom or into whatever they want to reintegrate them into. And you'll be asking, is this still the one Nigeria you're talking about? Why they are giving amnesty, cash, and reintegration? In Biafra land, they are busy bombarding people. They are busy blackmailing. They are busy naming them and shaming them and calling them terrorists and taking their life. For how long has Mazi Nnamdi Kanu been calling for referendum? There was not even a call to discuss it. They don't want to discuss it. They don't want to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody wants to pay attention to him. What was he calling for? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has already been calling for referendum. Conduct a referendum. Let the people make a choice what they want. Let the people make a choice, because we understand that the so-called Nigeria is not an agreement of the indigenous people. Nobody agreed to be a Nigerian. That is why today Nigeria is irredeemable, because nobody is a Nigerian. Nobody. There's nobody that signed up to be a Nigerian. People are just pretending because maybe the template fits their evil agenda. The template fits their fraud. The template is bringing food to their table, so they continue to hold on it. Apart from that, nobody is a one Nigerian. That is why nobody is ready to pay the ultimate price for Nigeria. And those who dared, they come back in shame. They come back in shame. The terrorists in the north are rewarded with amnesty, cash, and reintegration. As we speak, there is a meeting still going on today. A meeting is going on between the government and the bandits in the north. A meeting is going on within the bandits and government. And even the sheikh in the north, Sheikh Gumi, is still coming out to threaten the government. The Sheikh Gumi is coming to make a case for the bandit, warning government never to attack the bandit. Don't provoke the bandit. That is what he's telling them. Sheikh Gumi is warning government, don't provoke the bandit. You can imagine that. Can you imagine that? That Sheikh Gumi is warning the government, do not provoke the bandit. But in the northern, in the southeast, that Sheikh Gumi told them to recruit youths, recruit fellow Biafrans to go and fight against their own people. And the idiots, the criminal politicians in Biafra land, bought into that advice. They took that advice. Today, they recruit people in different security outfits fighting against their own. But in the north, that same Sheikh Gumi is telling the government, do not provoke the bandits. Don't attack them. If you attack them, you provoke them. But in the south, that same Sheikh Gumi advised them, recruit the youth to go and fight against those who are agitating for their freedom. This is the one Nigeria. And the idiots, the criminals we have in the southeast as politicians, they adhered to the advice of Sheikh Gumi. They bought into the advice of Sheikh Gumi and they created thousands of security outfits. You have a Webusu, you have a Wemonke, you have a Wago, you have Akodo, you have different kinds of security outfits. And in that security outfit, they recruit youths from Biafra land, Asere the Kobo boys, and even the Janjaweed terrorists. And what they do in Biafra land is to cause havoc and mayhem. And these are the people they use to come against the Biafra Liberation Force. And when the Biafra Liberation Force reacts to defend their own land, they brand them terrorists. They call them different kinds of names, using their people, their own people. Using the same people. It is our own people that will still come out to blackmail them. This is the evil we find ourselves in the Zoological Republic. They demonize everything we do. They demonize even our good morning, they demonize it. Our handshake, they demonize it. Our businesses, they demonize it. Nigeria demonize every single thing that has to do with us, the Biafran people, more especially the Igbo Biafran. And yet, some of us rejoice with them when they are rejoicing. What a shame. When you see yourself happy, when your enemy is happy, something is wrong with your head. When you see yourself rejoicing in line with your enemy, you are already dead and gone. You are not living, you are gone. You're only pretending to be alive. It's just a question of time. You will understand that you are gone and you are dead. in the same zoo. Economic strangulation of Biafra land is the order of the day. Federal allocation and development projects deliberately bypass the southeast. Industries are crippled, seaport abandoned, infrastructure neglected, all part of system strategy to keep Biafrans economically dependent and weakened. Is anybody ready to address this? Nobody is ready to address it. Not Yohanes and Igbo, not Yohanes and Doshi, not Yohanes and Dama, not the politicians, not the elites. Shegumi is warning the federal government, do not attack the bandits. Don't provoke them. But as we speak, Ohanes and Igbo is celebrating the death of their own son. The kidnap and capture of their son, they are celebrating it. Biafras are online on different platforms celebrating the downfall of their own brother who has volunteered himself to defend his land. I don't care whatever you accuse him of. They are all mere accusations. You give the dog a bad name to kill it. Nigeria government has no legal right to prosecute any Biafran. I will never ever advocate for Nigeria to prosecute any Biafran. They don't have such right. Because whatever is transpiring in Biafra land and in the life of their people is being forced by Nigeria upon them. Think about the genesis of the problems. If Nigeria has conducted a simple request of referendum that Mazen Nani can ask for, you are not going to see the Liberation Army. You're not going to see Mazen Simon come on board. You're not going to see us talking online. If they have listened, even when Mazen Nani was advocating for Nigeria, if they have listened to curb the insecurity in Nigeria, for people to have a standard and level playing ground and have a good life, we will not be here talking today. But instead, they are following the script that was put in place by the British to keep the Biafran people down, knowing fully well that they are the people that can be able to turn Africa around and make it what it should be. They wrote that script and they used another foreigner, the Fulanese, to make sure that that script continue to be played in Nigeria. And that is why we see what is happening today. That is why our Prime Minister Mazi will say, in Biafra, Africa died. And in Biafra, Africa will rise. And I join him to say, except Biafra survives. That's why when I see people talking about a United Africa, you are a joker. They are talking about one Africa. You are a joker. A very big joke. That is what you are. Before Europe got to where they are, they first of all disintegrated themselves, everybody to his region. They created country according to interests. Before Europe became what they are, their countries were created are based on value system. People that have similar value system, even if they are 4,000, they want to be a country, they be on their own. That was how Europe started before they came into European Union that unified them and be what they want to be. First of all, countries were created according to people that have their value system. According to value system, everybody will be there according to value system. Then you can now come back if you want, based on a genuine agreement, and now forge ahead for one cause. That was how Europe succeeded. The same thing in the United States. In America, country in America, both South and North America, they are structured based on value system. You don't mop up people together and expect to see miracle. It can't happen. That is why you see when people come and talk about one Africa, you are a joker. First of all, do your homework. Do your homework from grassroots. Let every nation go back to whom they are. And then you can now come back to write an agreement by your own self, under your own time, an agreement. Not mopping people up. You saw Germany had Germany divided, they have West and East Germany, and later on, they came under an umbrella, wrote an agreement, and come together. based on their own time. Nobody forced them, nobody pushed them. But you move up people in Africa together, more especially in Nigeria, and you want to force them to remain that way for your own selfish interest, and you think it's going to work. The only way it's working for you is because of the demonization of Biafrans that you are doing. Knowing fully that Biafrans are the ones that can make things turn around. You turn everybody against them. But I bet you can't stop the project of Chukwuka Kabiam. All part of a system strategy to keep Biafra economically independent and weakened. That is why in the southeast there is no industry. The industries we have there, they cripple them. Even the ones that you think that are surviving, if they tell you what they are facing, you will pity them. If Innocent tells you what he's going through, if Innocent tells you what he's going through to be able to run his company in Newi, you will pity him. The cost of production, if Innocent tell the cost of production of cars in Newi, you will pity him. You will pity him. But in the same country, they are supposed to make the cost of production low for him. They're supposed to make things easy for him so that people can be able to access what he has to offer. The only condition they are giving him is to close up that Newi office and take it to Lagos, or take it to Abuja, or to the north. Likewise, every other industries in Biafra land, they are making sure that they make their life miserable. They force them out of Biafran territory to weaken them. Another way they are demonizing us, attacking us, and making us look irrelevant is through their media. Media control and propaganda. Another heavy machine the Zoological Republic is using against you, against me. Media control and propaganda. Nigerian state control the mainstream narratives. You saw it, even the very dark man was lamenting lately that the media do not go to the front line to interview people when something happens. You can imagine these rumors they are carrying. Liberation Army was arrested, Gentle was arrested, this and that, this and that. We didn't see any picture. We didn't see any video. If it were to be in a sane country, the media will be on the ground. It doesn't have to be something you say maybe or maybe not. The media need to be on the ground, need to be present to report. But like every other thing they do, they control the media. They tell them what to say and how to say it. They can use them to blackmail you. They can use the media to demonize you. All they do is that the Ministry of Information will just stay there and write a memo and give them, look at what you broadcast throughout the whole week. And they have used that media. Our Yoruba people, mainly Yoruba media, they have used it against the Biafrans to demonize us so much. What is the Igbo Biafrans? Most of the problems we are facing today in the hand of other people and the wrong information that people have about us is pushed by this same media, owned by the Yorubas. Media control and propaganda. The Nigerian state control the mainstream narratives, labeling freedom fighters as criminals while painting the real oppressors as patriots. That is what we see in Nigeria every day. They label freedom fighters criminals while painting the real oppressors as patriots. We see it every day. Today, Mazen Nandekan is languishing in jail. In the northern part of Nigeria, they are holding meeting with the bandits and terrorists. One who saw a bandit that attacked a mosque and took the life of almost 50 people in a mosque. He came for a peace talk. He came armed with his own armed men. They came with their weapons. They came with their weapons in a meeting with the government. But in the Biafra land, our request is simple. We want to be on our own. Self-determination. Self-determination is something that is supported by international law. a right supported by African peoples and human rights law. Even Nigerian law itself approves self-determination. But yet, they demonize it. They label freedom fighters as criminals, while painting the real oppressors as patriots. Only in the Zoological Republic. This demonization campaign is designed to break the spirit of resistance and deceive international communities. And they have succeeded. That is their target. This is the main target. This demonization campaign is strictly designed to break the spirit of resistance. And you see how they have broken the spirit of resistance in the zoo. The Zoological Republic cannot even resist. They can't. Apart from the Biafrans, the zoo can't. The only people that are still standing strong today are the Biafrans. With all the demonization of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, he never gave up. And they later begin to confess him as angel of light, even though they are still scared of releasing him. That is the same way they demonized Mazen Simon Ekpa. What was the request of Mazen Simon Ekpa? Set Mazen Nnamdi Kanu free. Since you said he's the Messiah, set him free and let him take charge. Set him free. For as long as you continue to hold him, I will continue to defend my life, defend my people, defend our territory to make sure that the world knows our problem. But they demonized Mazen Simon Ekpa, called him offenders of name. They deceived the international communities that Mazen Simon Ekpa is a terrorist, even though he is not. But because of their own selfish interests, they bought into that very lie. They bought into it. My fellow Biafrans, brothers and sisters, wherever you are, you must not lose your guard. The truth is very clear. Nigerian governance structure is not neutral, can never be neutral, will never ever be neutral. Nigerian governance structure is not neutral, will never be neutral, and has never been neutral. And that is the way the owners of Nigeria want it to be. And there's nothing you can do about it. For as long as you continue to operate under that name, Nigeria, the governance structure is not neutral. Including the P2P that some of you now think he's going to be your Messiah. He understands that the governance structure is not neutral. And when he's going to come there, he's not going to be neutral. He's going to use you as a scapegoat. It doesn't matter whether he's an Igbo person or whatever. I don't care. This is a weapon of oppression. Nigerian governance system is a weapon of oppression. Until Biafra free themselves from this rigged system, true justice, equity, peace will remain impossible. For those of you who think there is something you can do to change the status quo, you are deceiving yourself. For those of you who think that one Messiah is going to come to you, are deceiving yourself. Keep on deceiving yourself. Just pray that you will be alive when the changes will come. Because those of you who are deceiving yourself, one Nigeria will definitely happen to you. And pray to God that you will succeed after one Nigeria has happened to you. Because it will definitely happen to you. Until Biafra free themselves from this rigged system, true justice, equity, peace will remain impossible. Wherever you are watching this program from, I want you to know that Nigeria has nothing to offer for you and me. Nigeria has nothing for you, has nothing for me. The earlier will rise and begin to pursue a future for ourselves, the better for us. The demonization campaign of Nigeria has continued for a very long time, and they are not stopping. Today they are demonizing gentle. You think it's just about gentle. It's not just about gentle. Tomorrow is going to be your turn. You are there laughing. You are rejoicing. They are demonizing your brother, campaigning against your brother. Tomorrow it will be your own turn. Injustice against one is injustice against all. It's just a question of time. It will get to your doorstep. At every given opportunity, they label us terrorists without any proof whatsoever. It's under speculation. Everything is speculation. They paint you evil, they label you whatever they want to label you, and that is it. And that's what happened in 2017. The Nigerian government unilaterally declared IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, a terrorist organization in 2017. Nigeria unilaterally, with the politicians in Biafra land, Biafran politicians came together and declared the indigenous people of Biafra a terrorist organization without any credible evidence of terrorist activities. In 2017, without, then Biafra were only using flag, only flag they were using. And that's as soon as then, many of them have been murdered in cold blood. But Nigeria, their politicians, even Biafra politicians, came together and they declared the indigenous people of Biafra terrorist organization without any credible evidence of terrorist activity. No evidence of terrorist activity anywhere when IPOB was declared a terrorist activity, a terrorist organization. Meanwhile, Boko Haram, Fulani bandits, who commit daily massacre, were initially called misguided brothers and given amnesty. When it comes to them, they call them misguided brothers and given amnesty. Even up to today, as we speak, up to today, they are holding meeting with bandits, which they themselves put online. Bandits come to their meeting with their arms in Nigeria. The terrorists, they hold meeting with them, reintegrate them, they allow them to come with their arms. But in Biafra land, they tag people who are asking for self-determination terrorist organization. They demonize them and continue to take them out, continue to take their life every blessed day. But when it comes to the Boko Haram, Fulani bandits, who commit daily massacre, they call them their misguided brothers. You see how they water you down? They are misguided brothers. And they tell you that you're in one Nigeria, right? You are in one Nigeria. This double standard shows the strategy. Equate Biafra agitation with terrorism to justify brutal crackdown. That is all it's all about. They just want to equate the Biafra agitation to terrorism so that they can see something that will justify the brutal crackdown on the Biafran people. And when they use these terms, when they play these games, even those of us who are Biafrans clap for them because of your own personal issue, because of your little disagreement with your brother, because you don't agree with your brother, because your brother have a different line of thought. You turn immediately and support the enemies against your brother, and you help. You see some Biafrans in their platform calling their own brother a terrorist for defending their land. You see Biafrans, fellow Biafrans, they call their brothers, their sisters terrorists because they are speaking about Biafra. And they think that will set you free. Your own time is coming. Your own time is coming. Media blackmail and propaganda everywhere. Media blackmail and propaganda, massive one against Biafran. State-backed media, often headlines like IPOB killers. That is what they like using. Most time when the only place you see them talking about is IPOB killers, Biafra terrorists, or secessionist threat. They're using all those strong terms to describe people who are asking for their freedom. Framing activists as criminals before trial. That is what they do. Before trial, activists before trial, they already cut me a criminal. Look at me. Simon Ekpa. Look at Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even before the case ends, they've already completely used their media to tag you different kinds of names. I call you criminal. And some of us clap for them. Some of us join them in that propaganda. We help them to promote it. We help them to build it. And you think you are doing your brother. It is going to get your own doorstep. It's just a question of time. You saw the way they demonized the peaceful sit-at-home protest. They reported it as economic sabotage. Peaceful sit-at-home protests are reported as economic sabotage. That is the title, headline you will see in their media. Just to demonize that very sit-at-home. Even though they know it is a civil thing to do, it is a legal thing to do, they demonize it. State-backed media, wrong headlines like IPOP killers, Biafra terrorists, secessionist threat. This is the kind of headlines. Economic sabotage. When it comes to sit at home, they put words that will make you hate yourself, be scared and worried, distance yourself from your freedom. And yet, some of us, when we see these things, we rejoice along with them. Nigeria uses this information. And they push lies against us. The information war against the Biafran is massive. To demonize freedom fighters and soften international outrage. That is what they do. They have mastered it very well. You know, when they demonize you, first of all, they call you bad names. They will describe them. They will say you eat human being, you did that. So many bad descriptions. They build it up. After building it up, they throw it out there. Then it will now soften international outrage. Whenever you come out and you're talking about the atrocities committed against your people, they will not listen anymore. Look at Biafra land today. All the atrocities committed by the government, Hope Uzodinma and Co. in Biafra land, nobody is no longer talking about it. We saw burning of houses. On video, we saw them when they were burning, have taken innocent life. We saw it. We saw when they were shooting indiscriminately in Okigwe, even young boys, we saw their corpses in the street. But today, the headline is gentle. And they push their own headline. Demonize him. Call him different kinds of things. He is eating human being. He is kidnapping. He is doing that. They found cars. They found so many things. They demonize the person so that when the international communities look into it now, they will now forget about the real issue and they begin to talk about a different thing altogether. They soften international outrage against their crime. That is what the Yoruba media is doing for Nigeria, and they are doing it very, very well. Another one you see on daily basis. The system they use to demonize us. The one Nigerian lie is the judicial and legal harassment. The judicial and legal harassment against the Biafran people, the innocent people. You see the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who was abducted in Kenya, kidnapped in Kenya in 2021, illegally extradited to Nigeria. Illegally, extraordinarily rendition to Nigeria. A violation of international law. A violation of international law. Instead of being treated as a political prisoner, he is dragged through endless secret trials under terrorism charges. You see how they play the game? That is why every time their media report Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they will continue to talk about jump bail, even though they know that he didn't jump bail. Even when their own court have said that this man did not jump bail, he ran for his life. But whenever they report it, they say he jumped bail. And that will now soften the international outcry. Changing the narrative, that is what they are very good at. These are the people that committed international kidnapping. Extraordinary rendition is a crime, violation of international law. But today they have watered it down. They have succeeded in using their media to nobody is even talking about it again. Remember, a court in Nigeria said that No law court in Nigeria has the right to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu until they explain the situation surrounding his kidnap from Kenya. But today they have succeeded in using their media to water those things down. Who is talking about it anymore? Who is talking about it anymore? The same man, the extraordinary rendition to Nigeria that was kidnapped, they have refused him to take treatment in that same Abuja, in their national hospital, not a private, national hospital. They refuse him to go and take treatment. His health is failing. They are letting him to die. But they are very busy pushing other narrative with their media. The media is completely turned their blind eyes against the abuse of human rights of the people. Countless activists are detained without trial under infamous Terrorism Prevention Act, which gives government sweeping power to silence oppositions every time. And somebody will come and preach one Nigeria for you, and you are jumping up. You are jumping up. Wait until it happens to you. It will get to your own doorstep. It will definitely get to your doorstep. Selective security brutality. We have seen it happen again and again and again. Peaceful Biafran rallies are violently dispersed with live bullets. With live bullets. Peaceful rallies. Violently dispersed with live bullets. We have seen it in 2015 and 2016. Amnesty International documented Nigerian soldiers killing over 150 IPOB members during peaceful protests. Up to today, there has not been any sanction, there has not been any reprimanding. Even they have not been dragged to ICC to come and face that case. Nobody have been called upon in ICC to come and face that case. 150 human beings, innocent people, murdered in cold blood. But nobody, they played it low. Nobody's talking about it. Meanwhile, violent herdsmen or bandits face little or no military action, exposing the bias in enforcement. As we speak, the bandits are holding meeting with the government. The bandits, they are in meeting with the government even as we speak. Instead, what do we see? International smear campaign, daily basis. Nigerian diplomats abroad push the narrative that IPOB and other activists are violent extremists to dissuade foreign government from recognizing the struggle. This is what they do every day. International smear campaign is going on every day by government officials, more especially those of them of Yoruba. You can see what that woman is doing. They always use every opportunity they have. They call us violent extremists to dissuade foreign government from recognizing what we are going through. Propaganda reports are circulated to prevent asylum seekers and Biafran activists in the diaspora from gaining legitimacy. Which one are you going to mention? Is it one or two? And some of us are still sleeping, thinking it is a joke. They also demonize us in our languages. Activists are branded with derogatory terms: miscreant, secessionist, criminal, jobless youth, terrorist. This is what you hear in their media. Anytime you go to their media, when they are talking about an activist, the only thing you will hear in their mouth is miscreant, secessionist, criminal, jobless youth, terrorist. They will never come to the terms of the reality of the day to speak the truth about the situation. Instead of listening to your concern, they will be busy using derogatory languages to demonize you. Go to their media spaces. They only describe you as miscreants, secessionists, criminals, jobless youths, terrorists. They also do that by criminalizing our identity. Nigeria ensure that genuine demands for justice and self-determination are dismissed before being debated. That is what they do every day. They make sure that genuine demand for justice and self-determination are dismissed before being debated. They don't even allow you to come to. You see them today dialoguing with terrorists. You see them talking with bandits, holding meetings on daily basis. But when it comes to self-determination, they will not even allow it to land on the ground at all. They won't even give it a landing space. They won't give it a landing space. Before you even mention what you're saying, they have already come with you, attack you from all angles, from all corners. The demonization of the Biafran people, of freedom fighters, of liberation army, of the Igbo'S is unimaginable. And the world needs to take notice. They label us terrorists. They use the media to control the narrative, change narrative at every time. Today, they are not even talking about Fulani headers that are kidnapping people. It is their topic today, in all their media today, is Biafran people killing themselves. They use the media to change narratives. They use the court as a weapon. They use their own court as a weapon against us. They deploy security forces selectively. Go to Biafra land. Each pole is checkpoint. Each pole checkpoint. But in the area where terrorists are in charge of territories, collecting taxes, you won't see any military presence out there. You won't see any outrage. They go internationally to smear us. They go internationally, they call us names, they call us troublemaker. We are the ones causing their trouble, just to demonize us. They crush our dignity through language. These are the tactics used by the country called Nigeria against the Biafran people. They are a deliberate state policy to delegitimize Biafra liberation movement and scare the world from supporting it. All these things are deliberate. But some of us are not paying attention. That is why it calls for concern. Some of us are not paying attention. That is why you will see a sad news about your brother and you are supporting it. You will see a sad news about your brother. You are clapping, you are promoting it. Simply because you do not agree on the same thing. They have succeeded in penetrating us that some of us are beginning to think like them. If not, why would you be rejoicing when your enemy, your arch enemy is rejoicing? Why on earth will you be rejoicing? Why will you be happy when your arch enemy is happy? Why would you be on the same page with your enemy, speaking on the same language, on the same tone? Don't you know that something is wrong? Do I need to tell you? But go to many platforms today. Go to many platforms. You see, with this news that broke, you see that many Biafrans are rejoicing along with the enemy. And I tell you, it is a question of time. It will get to you. This smear campaign, by the time they succeeded in changing the narrative, you are going to be the next. You're going to be the next. You're welcome, my brother Maxwell. Thank you so much for joining, Bro Max. Good to have you. You're welcome. Go ahead and speak to us, Bro Max. Are you there, Bro Max? Bro Max, are you there? I guess Bro Max is a little bit busy.
Yes, yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here, Max.
Okay, you're welcome. Go ahead and speak to us.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Thank you so much, and good morning to you. I'm good. Good morning to you. Good morning to each and every one of us that is there. I've been scarce here. I've been a little busy some time ago, but there is a serious problem that is going on with our internet system here. Especially my service providers are finding it difficult to stabilize their internet listen, and it is only one service subscriber that I am onto, that is Airtel Tigo. So they are having serious challenges, and that is the reason why anytime I try to connect with you, I'll go down. Anytime I try to connect, when I connect, you cannot hear me. I will be hearing you, but I cannot connect. I do not know if I am very audible right now for you for our people to hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much, Mazi. You see, there are quite a lot of the development that are within this week, and so on and so forth. And it's quite unfortunate the kind of problems that Biafrans are faced with this time around. Anytime you see where a child is crying and pointing finger, if the mother is not there, the father must be there. I said a lot of things concerning the Igbo politicians and the Igbo intellectuals. Some of them, I always speak again. I cast aspersions wherever, I see them, or whenever I have the opportunity to speak about the ordeal of the Biafran people. It is not an outsider that is doing what is happening to us. It is the people that are within. Those you call your brothers, those you feel that, oh, these are the people that can come and support us or say stand when some of these things are happening to us. Rather, they are the one that has pushed the Biafran agitators from top to bottom into the hands of those that are buying us today. I will not blame an outsider. I will not blame the international community. When the Yugoslavia, former Yugoslavia Republic, separated, it was among themselves before the international community came there, before we were sent there as members or participants of United Nations Peace Protecting Force in former Yugoslavia called Unprofora. People started something. But you remember that the case of the Biafran people is so unique. We don't have a base. This is what we should understand. Militarily, if you want to fight an existing system, you need a base. We need a base that we'll call our own, where you can gather and nobody will penetrate it. But when we are surrounded by state creation, our elders that are supposed to fight it that time failed to fight it. Some of them were in support of what was going on. We are now placed in a very difficult situation. It's just like they put you in a hole. There is no place that, let me say, in the center, like the time I capsized into the sea, the Gulf of Guinea, fighting against the Cameroonians. When you look to your right, it's only seabed that you will see. When you look to your back, seabed. You cannot even see tree or hard ground. The only thing you see is sea that is revolving ahead, at the back, sides of you, until we were rescued using GPS, the location that we are, we were equipped with that time because of how bad the terrain was. Without that location detector, they couldn't have found us. That is exactly the position of the Biafran people. Look at where we are. Look at the surroundings. Some of our surrounding members are in support of what we are doing. Majority of them are not in support of what we are doing. This is where I have issues. Upon that again, we have our own people. Billionaires that are supposed to say, today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. No, you cannot kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without paying the consequences. They were the people that sold him out. What do you want your enemy to do to you? What do you want your enemy to do to you? Akintoye, is it Akintoye of Oduduwa Nation? The man has gone underground. Nobody knows what he is doing. Nobody knows what that man is doing. But when you look at all of them in Yoruba land, the billionaires in Yoruba land, check how, whether they do come out to speak, they are quick to condemn their own when they do something. Go to the north. This Garua, now, is it Garua or Gawa or whatever they call him now? A notorious terrorist that has killed, that has spied, murdered a lot of people. Took so many people into ransom, into captivity, and received ransom, multiples of billions of naira in ransom payment to him. Today, look at him. Even in that gathering, he is still wearing magazine housings around his neck or his chest. Can you do that in
around his
land?
neck? He came equipped, well equipped with the ammunitions.
Good. Is that the first time? Is that the first time, Mazuchuks, and every one of you that
it's not the first time, my brother. It's not the first time. We've been seeing it.
What of the other one that was given a chieftaincy title? The government officials, is it in Zamfara Katsina, went and to deliberate and felicitate with him for his chieftaincy title that was given to him. A notorious bandit. A notorious bandit. If Shaka were still alive today, they would be honoring him as well. This is how these people roll. But your own elders and billionaires have failed to support you. They always want to be politically correct simply because they want to become the president of that country. That is why all of them go to social media. I saw one guy, I was bantering with this guy. I say, you are the level of hate, you are unable, the level of hate for you, you have for Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, and all the likes of them, including me, is so unprecedented. He says Simon Ekpa has been arrested. He has been jailed. The other one too in America must also be arrested. And he gave out numbers and contacts in which you can go and make your report. This is an Igbo boy on space that is doing this. Your own, one of your own. I'm a Ghanaian. I have the Ghanaian blood in me. I have the Igbo blood in me. But I can never be this hopeless or wicked or cruel to my own people. But your own, both parents are Biafrans, Igbo'S. Come and see how they are shattering your people into pieces anytime they have the least chance to do that. How do you think that the world and those that you are hoping to support you, those that can speak and the world shakes, will support you? Look at how many are there in the public. Because these are the kind of things the Nigerian terrorist government wants to hear. Look at how they are speaking about the arrest of Gentle. There are things we don't do when you carry those victims. There are things you don't do. I'm telling you the truth. You don't need to be seen in the public. Nobody must know what you do. These are critical. Do you know why we remove our ranks, remove our name tags, remove our dog ties, what we call the dog chain? You will hide everything about you. You don't want to begin to make videos simply because those that are, financing, doing little things, you expose yourself. You have automatically exposed yourself. Anyway, and what you do as well might not be there always to save you. That is why we will fight with only God, the Spirit of God, and everything. When it happens, then we say, yes, it is the will of God. As long as I have never drinking anything, I've never drank anything, as long as I have never swallowed, as long as you that have swallowed will never get someone that is not your member. Rather, he will destroy you. But sometimes, most of these things will begin to push you. When it gets to the time of expiration, it will begin, when it gets to the time that thing is about to leave you or expose you, because it doesn't last forever. It will begin to push you to do things that you couldn't have done if you are doing it with your clean eyes. This is what we do. We fight against those things, because the day that thing will leave you, you will never know. You will think that, oh, you are still wearing it. It's on you. Exposure is what we must avoid. Exposure. I don't know how we are going to survive this, because the enemies that have surrounded the people of Biafra is more in numbers than those that are fighting for the Biafra.
Yeah.
That is what I will tell you today. Internationally, they have bought the ICC, they have bought even those people, including Finland. Finland has collected contracts, diplomatic favors, and so on and so forth. Favors on diplomatic height, level. Now they are singing and dancing to the tone of Nigeria, supported by the United Kingdom. These are some of the things you should. And I am also praying the same way I was having my, doubt of Finland total support till the end to Mazen Simon Ekpa. It's the same thing I'm looking at right now for Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, where she is staying. As we are talking, Nigeria is signing arms deal with America. As they are negotiating, signing peace deal with the terrorists, known terrorists, they are signing arms deal with America.
I hope you heard that they arrested Amazonian agitator.
Yes, I heard of that.
They arrested Amazonian activists in the United States.
That was the time my producing were having problem. I was on your platform, yeah, but I couldn't come in. Look, and you see, if you go to Cameroon, United States has a training camp in Cameroon. According to them, they say they are training them for counter-terrorism and so on and so forth.
You can imagine that. You can imagine that involvement in such a place, people who are fighting for their freedom. I think we lost you. Bromax, we can't hear you anymore. We can't hear Bromax anymore. We lost you, Bromax.
But they are using it in a huge deposit of gas, more as oil in back. Oh, I don't know. What about?
Okay, we can hear you now. Go ahead. We can hear you. I think we got a voice again.
This is, yeah. That is the problem I am having with this network issue. It doesn't flow. It doesn't give me the opportunity to flow. You see, they have interest, business interest. Look, for anybody that is going to trust the United States, here today I will tell you, United States, if you are dealing with the United States is like a war gecko. They don't have permanent friend. It's permanent interest. That is what they want. They have.
I agree with you. That is it.
If you are dealing with the United States, please be careful, because they can leave you anytime. The same way they used Saddam Hussein to fight Iran for a consecutive 8-year war or so. But when Saddam Hussein turned against them, what happened? They fabricated issues, told them that, they have a chemical weapon that they use to kill the Kurdish rebels and so on and so forth. They designated, in fact, China and Russia vetoed United States under the United Nations, rallied around African countries, seek for what they were calling non-permanent security members, where they brought in some African countries, paid them, and they came and vote. And when they voted, that was the result. The Gulf War was the result of that their voting. When China and in fact, they got to a stage, even Germany and Turkey that was opposing to it, after everything, Turkey has to be forced to open their airspace for the first, airplane to pass through Turkey to go to Iraq. This is who they are. They used Osama bin Laden as well. Go and check. Osama bin Laden speak American English.
Of course.
Go and check. Osama bin Laden speaks good English, American English. But after using him, when they discovered that, he can no longer work with them, he was tagged a terrorist and he was chased down till the time they kill him. I'm not saying that I support all the things that he was doing that time, because he was not firing anything, but was just killing innocent people. Go and check what happened to Charles Taylor. Charles Taylor today of Liberia is an American-Liberian who fell out with the instructions of the United States. What happened? They used another American-Liberian, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, an American-Liberian too, who was the president, the lady president of the Liberia, to chase him, when he was, when Obasanjo was hosting him in Calabar Presidential Lodge. Ellen Johnson, they used Ellen Johnson to chase him until that man felt that, the power that is fighting Nigeria is stronger than Nigeria. He tried to run away from Nigeria. Consequently, he was arrested and sent to ICC, where he is languishing in jail today. Name them: Fidel Castro of Cuba, speaks American English. I think studied in America. But when he stood against the American policies on them, he was, termed a terrorist that's supposed to be killed. But immediately, the Cubanos were in support of what he was doing, irrespective of what I was there for almost 2 years or thereabout. A very secured place. And the only thing that saved him was that he was with Russia. Recently or last year, I think you heard when the Russian nuclear submarine landed, bettered in Cuba. Good.
That's right.
That was the reason why that man survived till the time he died, before his brother Raul Castro took over. I was there. I was residing in a hotel they call Neptune Triton Hotel, and when my money was too big at that Neptune Triton Hotel, I had to relocate to a place they call Paco Hotel. They were very close to Hotel Libre in Havana. So anybody, we must continue. If there is a way, I don't know where we are going to do this. I wouldn't have allowed or advised Dr. Ngozi Arabeze to still remain there. The Ambazonian they arrested in the United States, Mazuchuk, was he? Is he an American citizen?
That I'm not sure about that.
Okay.
But even if he's not an American citizen, you should know that with the level of the guy, he should be an asylum. He must have known what he's doing, and the government will be aware of what he's doing. Because they say he's the Minister of Defense, Ambazonian Minister of Defense.
Okay. All right. Joe Ayoba is still in
Norway.
In Norway, right?
Yes.
Norway. Chuayuba.
Yes.
That is the problem that we have in Africa, because they want the problem of the people and continue to benefit from the corrupt. If Africa is not corrupt, the European countries and America will never benefit from what is going from Africa. But as long as they find a way and stooges that they can use to do all these dirty dealings, whereas the minerals are still flowing for them, they don't care whether they finish each and every one of us here.
They don't do.
That is who they are. They don't care. I just pray. The only thing, the reason why Ibrahim Traore, the Malian, and the Nigerian people are waxing strong is the support of the local people and Russia that is supporting them. What is our position? What is our own position in this? What are we going to learn from all this? What are we going to learn from all this? Because our Igbo people said, if the lizard refuses to, if the, how did they say it? If the lizard forgets the tree, the hunters will catch it. What are we doing? What is our position diplomatically under the United States of Biafra? What are we doing? What are we doing in order to save ourselves from this? Who is ready to work with us? Who can speak for us when we don't have the power to speak? Who will speak for us? Who is going to, to dare the consequences of diplomatic processes they have with Nigeria and come out to speak with us? Which country is it? Is it America that is signing, arms supply deal with a terrorist that is, signing peace deal with terrorists? A country that is signing peace deal with terrorists. Is that the country, according to the United Nations Human Rights Index, there are 0 people that are killing innocent people, but empowering the armed, wielding terrorists, Fulani, armed terrorists, headers, Boko Haram, Mahmuda, Lakurawa, and the rest of them. That is to tell you that we are in a very difficult situation, Master Chiefs. I will yield here. I am not happy with what is going on, especially when we drive it home to Igbo land, part of Biafra. Those that God has blessed enormously to support and feel and relieve the sufferings of the people through their freedom, aspiration, but they have failed. I am so bitter with this kind of people. Thank you so much, and may God continue to bless.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Maxwell. I appreciate you for that wonderful, wonderful speech that he just made. And we are on the same page, speaking on the same issue, that it is high time we look inward and begin to call ourselves back to order. We have to call ourselves back to order. In unity, we can achieve a lot. Just like somebody wrote on this I can see a comment that somebody wrote on the comment section. He said, division is a brother to failure. And I agree with him. Division is a brother to failure. I agree with him 100%. I agree with that very message that brother Ugu John wrote. Division is a brother to failure. And that is why I never support anything that has to do with division. We must focus on our collective interest as freedom. Division will make you to begin to play the template of the enemy unknowingly. Division will make you begin to support the enemy against yourself unknowingly. And when you are doing all those things, you will think you are doing it against your brother, against your sister. You would think that this thing you are doing now is against your brother. Oh, it's making you relevant. Oh, you have won. Oh, you have won the argument. You have won the battle. But you don't know you are destroying yourself. You don't know you just dig your own grave by your own self, waiting to be buried. That is how dangerous division is. And that is why I will never support anything that has to do with division. I have played several videos here where Mazen Nandekano said that he supports any group as long as you are genuinely fighting to end this very zoological republic. It doesn't matter your orientation. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your location. It doesn't matter your ideology. As long as you are standing against this fake structure called One Nigeria, this lie called One Nigeria, as long as you are standing against that lie, that he supports you. Master Simon Ekpa also agreed with him and said that he also supports everybody. He supports every group that is going against this One Nigeria. Every group, no exception. But today, you see people who claim to be following Mazen Nandekano and Simon Ekpa. They are building their camp with the enemy. When the enemy rejoices, simply because what their brother is doing or said does not align with their own, they now rejoice with the enemy. You shift your camp. And tomorrow you tell me you will come and now talk about Biafra and you go scot-free. You are just digging your grave. You're digging your grave by your own self. It's just like those who are rejoicing at the persecution of Pastor Simon Ekpa in Finland. You say, oh, he has been jailed. Oh, he has been given 6 years, and you celebrate it. And you are in a foreign country also doing the same thing he's doing. And you forgot that if they succeed in terming him a terrorist organization, a member of terrorist organization, simply because he is speaking for self-determination of the Biafran people, and you are there claiming to be talking about self-determination, and you are supporting the attack against him, are you not insane? Are you not insane? Don't you know that that thing is going to come back to haunt you? If it doesn't come in a day, it will come in months. If it doesn't come in months, it will come in years. But it definitely come back to you. Just like those who come online, speak ill of Master Simon Ekpa, abuse him and curse him and call him different kinds of names. After abusing him and calling him terrorist and all this, and then you go back and say, oh, free Mazen Nandekano. Oh, Mazen Nandekano must be free. He didn't do anything. Oh, Mazen Nandekano is a good man. He didn't do anything to free him. And I ask you, what did Master Simon Ekpa do? What did Master Simon Ekpa do? These are the ways we jail ourselves. We expose ourselves to danger. And this is the tactics of the enemy. Nigeria is paying billions. They are paying billions, buying all media houses to continue to push this smear campaign against us. That is not my point. Where it bothers me much is that we, the Biafran people ourselves, have now taken up the responsibility of the smear campaign against ourselves. We have taken charge of that smear campaign against ourselves because of envy, jealousy, greed, idiocy, wickedness, pride. That is why you turn your eyes, you blindfold yourself and begin to speak in a manner that is unacceptable, even against your own self. You begin to make speech that stands against you. Look at the northern part of Nigeria. Northern part of the bandits are coming on a round table for discussion, and they come well armed with their ammunitions. Every one of them well armed, equipped. They come and they sit with the government and they talk. After discussion, they reach agreement or they don't reach agreement, they go back. This is not the first time we are seeing it. It's not the second time, and will not be the last time. And even as we are speaking, Shegumi came out and warned the government not to attack the bandits. Don't provoke the bandits. That is the language he used. I forgot to bring the video. Maybe in the evening I'm going to play that video. I will go to play that video in the evening. Shegumi was warning the government, do not provoke the bandit. In his own words. You can imagine. And this same Shegumi was the one that came out and told the politicians in Biafra land, recruit the youths to go and fight the Biafra agitators. Recruit the youths to go after the Liberation Army. And the government, the politicians listening to them. They listen to Shegumi. This same Shegumi who want to preserve his own people, warning government, don't attack his own people. This same Shegumi who is making case for his own people came and told you, recruit your people to fight against your people. And you bought that idea. Today you have Ndakodo, you have Igbo'S, you have Igbo monkey, you have Igbo tiger. Different kinds of security outfits. And they recruit fellow Biafrans who are supposed to be busy talking about their freedom, fighting for their freedom. They recruit them. They bought them over into fighting their own people. Today, most of the audios we are seeing today, people who are rejoicing, are Biafrans themselves, Biafran people themselves. You see them celebrating. As Nigerian government is celebrating, Shegumi is there making a case for the bandit. Ohanes and Igbo came out and they celebrated and congratulated the Nigerian government for the destruction in Biafra. Even as we speak, Okigwe is still under fire as we speak. Do you know how many innocent people the military have murdered in Okigwe before now? Do you know how many lives? You have forgotten there was a time they murdered people until the mortuary in Imo State get filled up. Imo State mortuary was filled up. There was no more space where to keep corpses. And the government have to announce and tell people to come and take their corpse, or they are going to conduct mass burial. Some of you have forgotten. Who was held accountable for those? Who took the life of those people? We have seen videos where the government with the military went and opened fire in a community and take innocent lives. One of our sisters have reported the bombings in the market in Biafra land, in Imo State to be precise. And those bombings were done and manipulated by Nigerian terrorists in uniform and off uniform. Who has been held accountable? Nobody. Up till date, nobody. But they came and tell you that your brother is the problem. Oh, the Liberation Army, they are killing people, they are eating human beings, they are doing this and they are doing that. Now you now forget everything that has been done against you. You now forget every other thing. You now channel your energy. You help them now to push that narrative, covering the real truth. You no longer think about the genesis of the problem. Before the proscription of IPOB, were there any violent agitation anywhere? IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, was proscribed when there was no evidence. There was no evidence of having arms anywhere. There was no evidence of any terrorism. They were only having protests, having meetings, gatherings, praying together. And they were that terrorist group. The people that P2B murdered and threw in Ozu River, did you see any one of them with arms? Those who were murdered in the Hell Bridge, did any one of them have arms with them? Those who were murdered in school in Aba, did any one of them have arms? Which Amnesty International have the videos? They showed to the late Muhammad Buhari and he couldn't be able to look at the video. You don't have any arms? But sadly, today, you have forgotten the genesis of the problem. You no longer care about the genesis. Your envy, your greed, your vindictive nature have made you to forget the genesis of the whole issue. And now you have joined the camp of the enemy to rejoice at the fall of your own. The same man you celebrated at a point in time. The same man you elevated and know that he fought for you. The same person you eulogize, shared his pictures and videos. The same man you hailed. Today, you are rejoicing with the enemy. Injustice against one is injustice against all. And I bet you only dig in your grave. It will definitely get to every one of us if it continues. It's just a question of time. It's just a question of, it is me today. Tomorrow it might be you. If you think you can escape it, you cannot. You cannot escape it. You can continue to pretend for all I care. It will continue to haunt you. It will, the evil. They say, before they say the evil that men do live after them, but now is he live with them. This evil you are promoting, this evil you are standing with, this evil you are supporting, it is going to catch up with you. It is definitely going to catch up with you. It's just a question of time. Some people today don't want to hear about unity. When you talk about unity, they say, why will you say we unite? Why would we unite? Why would it? I say, okay. No problem. No problem. You see what is happening today? It is going to get worse. You haven't seen nothing yet. When Master Simon Ekpa made his broadcast, he said, they want to take me out to get to you. And some of us watched that broadcast, we thought it is just for fun. That they want to get me out, they take me out to get to you. And some of you thought it was entertainment. Today he's out. Have they not gotten to you? Have they not gotten to you? Who is now speaking for Master Nandegan? Who is speaking? Every one of them that are fake, that have disappeared when Master Simon was here. When Master Simon was around, we know the fake people. All of them disappeared. They can't even have the confidence to on their camera and speak anymore. They disappeared. They ran away because Master Simon exposed every one of them, both lawyers and whatever. Both lawyers who were fake. But today, because they see that Master Simon is no longer there, they are coming out from all their hiding places to come and make comments. They are coming out from all their hiding places to come and say one thing or the other. And some of you are clapping and laughing. Some of you are even sharing their content and their videos. Some of you are sharing it. Some of you are sharing it. All of a sudden, every one of them today want to be relevant. Very, very irrelevant people that we know. Today, you suddenly want to become relevant. Wherever you are, as a Biafran, whatever you do, as a Biafran, you must know that when your enemy is smiling, you must not be smiling. When your enemy is laughing or happy about something, you must think twice. Look right, left, and center and see where you are standing. Change your position. When your enemy is celebrating, you will have to look yourself, watch yourself again. Look at yourself, what you are doing, and change immediately. Because there is every tendency that you are standing on a wrong place. Definitely. You are standing on a very, very wrong place. There is no doubt you are standing on the wrong place. So, but what we see today are people who cannot even use their common sense. They can't even apply their common sense. Your enemy is happy, celebrating, and you are in the front line celebrating. You are in the front line celebrating along with your enemy. Clapping hand, singing the same song with them. It is just a question of time. You will know what you have done to yourself. A question, you will know what you have done to yourself. We are here. Every one of us will be alive to witness what is going on. I pray for our Supreme Amazon Nandikano for a quick recovery. I pray for divine intervention in his health. I pray that Chukwu Okukabiyama will never ever disappoint him. As for we Biafra, we have already disappointed Mazen Nandekano. He said he's not going to disappoint us, and he never did. But we have disappointed him. The same thing with Mazen Simon Ekpa. Ask yourself, what are you doing today in solidarity for Mazen Simon Ekpa? What are you doing? What are you doing today in solidarity with our Prime Minister Mazen Simon Ekpa Njoko, who put everything on the line, his career? What are you doing? The only thing you do today is you are going back to one Nigeria. So many are going back to one Nigeria. So many are already preaching, what do they call him? P2B. You join the enemy to demonize Biafra freedom fighters. You join the enemy to demonize the Igbo'S. You join the enemies to demonize the Biafran forces. Continue on that path. But I bet you are going to pay a heavy price when the time comes. And when that time comes to pay the price, don't blame anybody. The only person you have to blame is yourself. Because you failed to do what you're supposed to do when you have to do it. So my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching this program, from brothers and sisters across the world, lovers of freedom, wherever you are, always remember this. No amount of propaganda can erase the truth. Always remember this fact. It does not matter it doesn't matter who pushes the propaganda. It doesn't matter who leads it. It doesn't matter how much is being paid for. No amount of propaganda can erase the truth. Never. Biafra is not a crime. Biafra is freedom. The chains of one Nigeria are breaking, and no demonization campaign will stop the rise of a free people. None. That chain of one Nigeria, it will break into pieces. It is already breaking. And no amount of demonization campaign will stop the rise of a free people. Continue to demonize us. Continue to call us names. Continue to push your propaganda and blackmail. Continue all your smear campaign. It will never stop us. And I want every Biafran to go with this message. Speak it boldly to anybody you meet in the course of your discussion. And never forget, our destiny is in our hands. Our destiny is in our hands. Our destiny is in our hands. You must remain strong. You must remain unshaken and remain focused on the ultimate goal, the total freedom of Biafra. Victory will surely be ours. The challenges we are facing might increase. It might look almost impossible to scale through, but I bet you victory will definitely be ours. My brother Maxwell, if you're still there, I think I'm going to be rounding up so that I can catch up with the evening program. I'm going to be rounding up. My brother Maxwell, if you're still there, please give us your closing remark as we round up.
Okay. Okay, Mazi Chooks. I don't think there is, nothing more to say again. We are doing what we know how to do best. Humanly possible, it is very difficult. But as long as the Spirit of God is with us, it is going to be easier, more than we thought. We are fighting a formidable array. These are formidable, group of people with common interests and not the interests of the freedom fighters. And we pray that Chuko Kikabiama will always be ahead of us in everything that we are going to do.
You see?
May God continue to bless Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and give him good health.
See?
May God never allow his enemies to laugh, either by ill health or otherwise. May God bless Simon Ekpa. May God continue to lead Dr. Ngozi Oraveze as long as she is doing the right thing.
You see?
May God bless every adjutant or cabinet members of the United States of Biafra. May God bless our people at home. May God bless you in everything that you do. Increase your wallet so that you'll be able to support for this, Biafra restoration. I thank you all, and may God bless each and every one of you. I remain, you are Okene, from the little beautiful city of Bolgatanga in Upper East Ghana. Thank you so much for having me. I love you all.
We love you more. Thank you so much, my brother Max. I appreciate you. My regards to everyone in the city of Bolgatanga. Send our greetings to them. May Chukwu Kabiama continue to guide and protect every one of us that have been able to join us on this program. I thank you for being part of the program. We are going to be back again in the evening. We're going to have our evening section. So please like and share to other platforms, share to family and friends. Make sure that other people join us, and those who have not been able to meet up. If you can't join the morning program, you can join the evening section. Share widely. Touch the subscription notice so that you can be able to notify whenever I come online. The subscription, the notification. Touch the notification bell. Touch the notification bell so that when I come, you're notified. You come on time and join us from the beginning so that we can be able to get to the point. I thank you all for being part of this program. I appreciate everyone that has participated on the program today. May Chukwu Okike continue to guide and protect every one of you. I pray that everyone in Biafra land, more especially my concern is people in Biafra land. I know that the battle is not an easy one. It is not a simple one. If anybody tells you that it's easy, that person is deceiving him or herself. It is not easy. The battle is very, very tough and strong. And I appreciate every effort that people in Biafra land are putting in the midst of all the trials and temptation, in the midst of all the attacks. They are still standing strong. Continue to stand strong. Never give up. Victory will surely be ours. I pray that Chukwu Okike will build a wall of fire around you, that no evil shall befall you. No kidnappers will see you. No accidental bullet will touch you. I also pray for our leaders, our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We pray for divine health. We pray for strength. We pray for wisdom. We pray for understanding. We pray that Chukwu Okike will continue to guide and protect our leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Every poison they have put in his food or in his body, we neutralize it and pray that Chukwu Okike will help him to make him stay strong until he joins us very soon. We pray for our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa Njoko in Finland. We pray that all things will work out for his own good. Whatever plan they are making, any pit they are digging for him, they will fall into it. Whatever evil plan they are making, it will come back to them. We pray that Mazi Simon Ekpa will join us as soon as possible. We pray that that verdict will be turned around, because that verdict is not from Chukwu Okike. It is an evil verdict, and we are going to revise it. By the special grace of Chukwu Okike, in the appeal, it will be a different ballgame. And there is hope, very, very big hope out there. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I appreciate everyone that have joined us on this program today. Thank you so much. And may Chukwu Okike continue to guide, protect, and secure every one of us. We will meet again later in the evening. Stay put and never give up. No matter what you see, no matter what you hear, stand strong. We shall overcome. Thank you and stay blessed. Bye-bye. See you again in the evening.